Hey everybody, welcome back. We just got done with work. Luckily, it's the last day of the week for me, and sorry, got distracted. Something's on my pajama bottoms, but I don't know what it is. Luckily, it's the last day of the week. I'm irritated. I'm stressed. If you're going to call a hotline, don't play games. If you're going to call a hotline, talk. It's been a long week. So, rather than go to bed in this state of irritation and being cynical and feeling pessimistic and all that good stuff, let's watch Game of Thrones. I can at least take out some of my aggression there, right? We are getting ready to start season 4 of Game of Thrones. We're getting there. We're almost midway. The oh gosh, it's been forever since I watched. I think it's been a month. I try to pace these out so that I'm not storing too many on the hard drive while I'm waiting to put them up. The last one I recorded, season 3, episode, are there 16 episodes? 10. Mixing up my shows. I recorded this one on October 8th. So, yes, it has been almost a month since I watched the show. So, what do we remember? That's the main thing. What do we remember? One of the storylines I was getting tired of is Theon being held hostage. I think he was held hostage the entire third season, and the guy just toyed with him the entire time. And I don't think he's been rescued yet. Not that I remember, at least. I might be reminded differently. So I was tired of that one. We didn't see a lot of Dad and Sis, which is fine. I imagine we'll get more of them in this season. Probably, I would say we may see more than we did last season, since we didn't have as much this time, but who knows? Who knows what will happen? Bran, his little brother, Hodar, and the wildling lady that I like that I can't remember her name of, and I have no idea why I cannot remember her name. I've got a brick, a huge cement block when it comes to her name. But they made it to the wall. Hodar and Bran went on through the wall. They went through a tunnel. I'm assuming it's through the wall. I wasn't quite clear on that. And of course, I haven't posted that episode yet, so you guys haven't corrected me. So we'll find out. But the Wildling Lady and little brother went on to one of those castles, Castle Castle Lee, Castle Lee Rock. Was that where they were heading? Can't remember. Now, what's their names? John and Ygritte, I'll get it right, made it over the wall into the new land along with Ygritte's clan, the other wildlings, because they were going to attack the Night's Watchman, I believe. I think that's what they were heading for. And it was revealed that John was undercover the entire time. I don't know if I believe that though. He seemed pretty into it, and he killed his captain or whatever he was, commander. He killed him. I don't think he would have killed him if he little girl's not allowed in the lap right now. She keeps getting on the kitchen table, which she's not allowed on, and she knows that because as soon as she hears me or sees me, she's jumping off the table without me saying anything. So she knows she's not supposed to be up there. I need to get rid of some cats. So hopefully that's clarified. I don't know if I'm getting too distracted trying to remember everything. So we'll have to find out what happened with John, but I think he might have said that he was undercover, that he was faking it all in order to save Egret because he knew that their plan that they had was going to get them all killed. So I think him saying he was undercover was a bit of a decoy to save her. That's what we're going with. I'm probably wrong. And Bran he's learning to use his, what did they call it? Not hawking. I think it started with an H, but being able to see through the animals and actually guide the animals, like he was able to guide Hodor. So he's learning some new skills and talent, and apparently more he's more special than even the Celtic looking guy thought. The brother, I can't remember his name. And I think they went on with little brother, or did they go with Hodor and Bran? I don't know if the brother and sister went, I think they went with Bran. I might be wrong on that too. Memory's terrible. It's a month later. So Joffrey is still a brat. He has been smacked a couple of times, which I've enjoyed. But other than that, he's still king and still a brat. And he's a sadist. And that's basically it on that. Tyrion and Shay tried to convince him to run away. Look how your family treats you. It's terrible. You saved the castle, and look how they're treating you. And he's still standing by the family, which drives me nuts. And actually, I don't think that was the last thing that we saw. No, it's not the last thing that we saw with him. He is now married to Sansa. And so he's still being treated terribly by the family. Cersei is supposed to marry Lawrence. What do they call him? It's not Lawrence, but it's something like Lawrence. Laurel? I don't know. It's something like Lawrence though. She's supposed to marry him, and Marjorie, keep wanting to call her Margot, is still intended on marrying Joffrey. Betty, the one that has no voice box, she's excited. She's got her purple mouse and she's doing that. Ow, 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 ow. That's her excited cry. She's wrestling with it. We'll see if she brings it here. She's been bringing it to me lately to show me she's caught the mouse. Tywin is trying to slyly manipulate things, but making Joffrey think it's his idea and all that kind of stuff, but still with a little bit of sass back towards Joffrey. Oh, Jamie's home. Jamie, who I despised, still despise him a bit, but I've gained a little bit of respect for him. He did go back and save Brienne Toth, and they both made it back to the castle. Cersei, the very last scene we saw was Cersei looking at Jamie, and I was shocked they didn't show them embracing. And he's got his stub. I don't know. I expected a different reaction, so I don't know where we're going to pick up on that part of things. But he is back home. Brienne is there at the palace, and hopefully Joffrey is not a butt because she did bring Jamie back as safely as she could. She tried to protect him, and Jamie will speak up to that. I have no doubt about that. What Joffrey and Tywin will do, who knows, because of the fact that she did work for Catelyn. She made it clear she didn't work for the Starks, but she did work for Catelyn. So we'll have to see what happens with her. She was in a dress, gown, get up rather than her armor. So we'll see what happens. As far as Robb and Catelyn and Robb's wife, Robb is dead. Robb's wife is dead. Robb's baby is dead. Is Catelyn dead also? I think Catelyn is dead also. Need to get rid of cats. Sorry, Purr, we disturbed you. The Royal Highness. She's worse than Joffrey. I think Catelyn is dead also because Hound came in and picked up Ari. Uh, he picked her up from somewhere and was going to deliver her to the wedding and get a reward, but then all the death happened and he scooped Ari up again because she was going to kill the people, and I can't remember where he's taking her now, but he scooped her up again. So we got that. So the only Starks alive are Sansa, Ari, Bran, and Little Brother. Everybody thinks that Bran and Little Brother are dead because of Theon and Jon. So that's all we have left of the Starks. And I still think Ygritte's pregnant. We'll have to see. Wait and see. And somebody told me that they were a couple in real life. I don't know if they still are, but I think they got married and everything. So that's pretty cool. The chemistry was there. You could see it. So, and then last but not least is Kelsey or Khaleesi. I did it. I'm so sorry. Khaleesi, and her name is Daenerys. Now, whether I can keep saying it that way the whole way through, who knows? But Daenerys. I keep wanting to do it the other way, and if I do it, I'm going to mess myself up. So, Daenerys. She has her army upon army. She's freeing people left and right. She's got three men that are kind of fighting over her. Jahan, Jorhan, Joran, that dude, who is loyal to her, almost kind of fatherly. We've got the ousted commander of the King's Guard. I forget what they're called. He's showing his loyalty to her. We still need to see more of it though. And then we also have Fabio. I can't remember his name, but Fabio killed his partners in order to be with Daenerys. And he's seen her naked, and she seems to like him a bit. So I don't know if there's going to be a bit of a relationship there, or if she's just got three loyal men on top of her army. And her three dragons, of course. And I expect they'll be bigger. And they're on their way to King's Landing. So is that everybody? Is that everything? Is that everywhere? I have reacted to that movie. Who knows when I'll get it edited? I've got other movies that have been waiting a year, over a year. 18 minutes. Hopefully I can skim that down some. I may have to put a reaction starts out. That's the main stuff I remember. That's where we're at. I'm anxious to see what happens. So let's go ahead and see how we're starting off season 4. Just jumping in to say, if you'll please subscribe. I'm trying to reach 1,000 subscribers, and if I do reach that goal, then one of the things I will do is a drinking game reaction. You guys get to pick the movie, and we kind of go from there. So hopefully we can find one that will work well that I have not seen yet, and have a little fun. So if you don't mind, please subscribe. Thanks. All right, so Season 4, Episode 1, Two Swords. Will this be focused on Ari? She was held captive most of the time last time, so hopefully this is an indication that we're going to get some more Ari. A wolf? A wolf skin? Is that Tywin? Breaking the sword? Ah, it is Tywin. Melting the sword down to make a new sword? Sharpen it? What's it called when you're forging and you put it in the cold water and you want to temper it? Temper it so it's stronger, making two swords. It is a wolf. Is he going to burn it? I'm talking too much. Jamie? His hair looks a lot better.
Forged. Where did you get this much Valyrian steel?
From someone who no longer had need of it.
I think we're supposed to know who that is, but I can't remember.
Time.
A big one and a little one. Is the other one for Tyrion?
How many people in this city alone would love to see his head on a pike?
Other knights
Yeah,
protect the
exactly.
king while you were a prisoner. They will continue to do so when you go home.
No.
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 Somebody told
I don't
Tywin
believe
no?
I asked you a question.
There's my answer.
If serving as a glorified bodyguard is the sum of your ambition, go serve.
I suppose you want the sword back.
Keep it. A one-handed man with no family needs all the help he can get.
Hi, Tyrion. He's still got his loyal fella. I don't know what to consider him. He's not a servant. Hired man.
How many Dornishmen does it take to fuck a goat?
He's so damned important. How come they sent you to meet him?
That was an insult.
Between happened to be an accomplished diplomat.
Oh.
So we're going to meet a new group, a new family.
I am Tyrion Lannister of Casterly Rock, Master of Coin. Forgive me,
Well, this is awkward.
I don't see Prince Doran in your company.
Prince Oberyn, to attend the royal wedding in his stead.
Yes,
That's
the
a
king will be
compromise.
delighted to enjoy the company of a warrior as
How do you plan on finding a single Dornishman in a city this big?
you're famous for fucking half of Westeros. Just after 2 weeks of bad road, where would you go?
I'd probably go to sleep, but I'm getting old.
I hear him. I agree. I should be asleep.
Magnificent.
Mm-hmm.
Looks fresh forged.
It is.
Why are we getting a repeat of this? Ah, why does the video do that? We've gone back to the beginning. Let's try this again. This looks like a better transition. So it's Prince Oberyn.
I'm afraid I'm not on offer, my lord.
Everyone who works for Littlefinger is on offer. Take off your clothes. We'll be here a while.
Oh, that's
I'm a prince.
that's the dude that was shaving the other dude, right?
Have you ever been with a
Or
prince?
being shaved by the other dude. So they're establishing that the prince is very aggressive.
Bring him a shaved goat and a bottle of olive oil.
Ah, somebody's gonna die, aren't they?
You're just a pink little man who's far too slow on the draw.
That was a challenge.
Well, what are you? His hired killer.
It started that way, aye. Now I'm a knight.
How did that come to pass?
Killed the right people, I suppose.
At least he's honest and frank.
My sister Elia and Rhaegar Targaryen, the last dragon.
Ah, is that why there's bad blood between
My sister loved him.
the two families?
She bore his children. And tell him the Lannisters are the only ones who pay their debts.
I do like the fact that they're very frank with each other. You can tell how uneasy Tyrion is, though. It's almost kind of a guilt uneasy. Oh, look how big they are. Was that a burp? Or a yawn? Oh, a lamb. Eating time. It's a good point that you got to keep in mind that wild animals will always be wild, and their instincts will always kick in. A lot of people.
The last man holding his sword can find a new queen to fight for.
That was funny. Shows how loyal they are to her. Sansa and Shay.
Lemon cakes?
No, thank you.
You'll love lemon cakes.
Well, last time we saw her, she was enjoying.
My lady, you do need to eat.
I don't want to eat.
She was enjoying banding up with
If I
Tyrion
could have a moment alone with my wife.
against other people.
How they sewed his
Oh.
daughter's head onto his body. And my mother.
She found out about
They say
the.
they cut her throat to the bone and threw her body in the river.
Yeah.
What happened to your family was
Okay.
a terrible crime.
Major depression is
I didn't know
warranted.
And she was fierce when it came to protecting her children.
I could tell that he had respect for her, following through on her agreement.
My wife hates me because my father murdered her family. Oberyn Martell wants to murder everyone whose last name is Lannister. What in the world are you talking about?
If you want me to leave, just say it.
I remember diamonds, but I forget who all were involved with them. The other spy. Was that Varos' spy? I can't remember.
I could say much. You're welcome to chop off your own head.
I like the stump better. I think it's best just to have the stump.
Symptoms that are not your concern.
Now, is she married yet? Or does that... Oh, that's what the wedding is. It's hers and... What's his name? Oh, let's not start this again.
He left me alone.
Her point of view is a little skewed.
You told me to come at once if there was anything important.
Her spy. Their version of the Grand Canyon? Oh, there's Ygritte.
Yeah, well, he's a liar.
He is. Shouldn't it be he was?
Is that a man standing guard on the rocks behind him? That's a lot of arrows she had. Who are these people?
Not like those crows at Castle Black.
Castle Black is where some of that other group is headed.
You really ought to try Crow.
I was just getting ready to say before they showed the arm, I was like, are they cannibals? The way they're talking about the marbling and the meat tasting better and all that kind of stuff, it's like they gotta be cannibals. And then they showed the arm. I should have said it. Missed my chance.
The way my father looked at him, I wanted that.
Sam.
He was better than me at everything.
Sam.
Fighting
Tool.
and hunting and riding.
Tool. I forget his last name.
And girls.
Except reading.
Except reading.
They're,
Everybody's got their own
ready for
strengths. It's just a matter of figuring out what it is.
He was my brother. And you'd know he'd do anything to defend the wall. The free folk would have boiled him alive, but let me kill
Okay,
him.
so maybe he wasn't faking it to protect Ygritte.
He even talks like a wildling now.
No, I talk like a wildling. I ate with the wildlings. I climbed the wall with the wildlings.
Slept with one.
I lay with a wildling girl.
If we beheaded every ranger who lay with a girl, the wall would be manned by headless men.
I like the blind man.
Go on.
He lives to see another day. So he was telling Ygritte the truth, that he was undercover.
Yes, you are.
But I think he still loves her and they're going to end up back together
He told
in the story.
I grew up in King's Landing.
Will inspire 1,000 songs. How sad it will be if she's wearing rubbish like
So it could be that wedding that Oberon is there for.
My word.
My lady, my lady.
Brienne.
Please pardon me for interrupting.
What a statue. Joffrey standing on top of a wolf.
Sir Duncan the Tall. 4 pages for Sir Duncan.
Why are we going through this
Must have been
book?
quite a man.
So they say.
Is Jamie in there?
Sir Jaime Lannister.
Okay.
Someone forgot to write down all your great deeds.
Jamie, your kid is a brat.
You think the Great Masters are worried?
Is she going to grab more people?
All right, what is this matter of strategy?
The dust grows.
Oh my.
It's plants, it's rivers, it's roads.
We haven't seen Fabio. Where's
Dust
Fabio?
grows, so
That's not him, is it? She likes him. But that's not the same guy, right? That's not my Fabio? It's not my Fabio. Don't know if I like the guy that much. Are they at the gates? They're pointing the way.
Mile marker between here and Marine.
Remove her collar before you bury her.
Remove the collar so that she's buried free.
There she is. My sister-in-law, and take her where? Where would she be safer than here?
Look me in the eye and tell me that you think she'll be safe in King's Landing.
I do love the fact that she's challenging him. They've got a bromance.
Ever since I returned, every Lannister I've seen has been a miserable pain in my arse.
Is somebody going to jump out at her? Ah, there he is. Who is it, though?
Don't you know me?
Is he the one she saved?
House Hollard was strong once. House on the rise.
It's very pretty.
Wear it. Let my name have one more moment in the sun before it disappears from the world.
Aww. We finally caught up to them. Are we going to get everybody in this first episode? I forget where they're headed.
Man's got to have a code.
You think you're going to escape?
You've got an aunt in the Vale, a rich Aunt Lysa.
Oh, we're going to see the crazy lady again?
Either she'll have enough left over to
And her bratty kid? I don't want to deal with 2 bratty kids.
He killed Mommy.
She wants to kill him.
What the fuck's a Lommy? What horn?
My sword. Needle.
Ah, 2 swords. Although 2 swords probably was for the 2 swords at the beginning, but 3 swords? He's a big guy compared to all of them. They're just going to sit down? This is not going to go well.
Pour us more ale, and we may not take her with us when we're done with her.
Ah, they're kind of ruling the bar. I have a feeling they're all going to die.
And what's life about a little fun?
She's going to kill him.
Fuck the king.
Ah, thank you.
You got money?
Not a penny.
He's going to be dead.
I'll still take that chicken.
Still waiting for it to happen, though. We're just going to have a stare down. Somebody kill somebody.
You're going to die for some chickens?
Someone is.
Not me, though. I think he's just knocking them out. He's not killing them. They've doubled up on him. Is Ari going to jump in? How many times is he going to stab him in the head? And that was with her sword, wasn't it? Good on Ari. She's repeating what he said, right? Well, she got her revenge. It's a slow death. Got the theme song going on. Where's her sword? Ah, there it is. So, is that the town that the Knight's men were burning? Were they burning the town? Because he was talking about taking over towns and doing whatever they wanted and all that kind of stuff. Why would you burn the towns down, though? You're burning your resources. You okay? So, off to an interesting start. I think we saw everybody except for Bran, Hodor, the lady I can't remember, and the brother and sister. I think those are the only ones we're missing. We got introduced to some new folks that now I've got to remember and keep track of and try to pronounce right, which I'm not, and all that good stuff. Prince Oberon is going to be a handful. Daenerys is looking to take down another kingdom who enslaves everybody. And it looks like she's going to gain some more followers. I can't believe she's not on the radar for King's Landing, as big as the group she's gathering. Honey, what do you want? What do you want, old lady? Are you going to lay down? While she tries to figure out what she wants to do, we'll leave things at that. This has been a long video as it is, so thank you all for joining me on this one. I can't wait to see what's going to happen with everything. We've got everything lining up and getting into place. I can't remember what I last said. So thank you for joining me on this one. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.